Welcome back, everybody, to the continuation of our Let's Play of Space Exploration and Krastorio 2. So, I've researched the final recipe, so we now got all triple recipes over here, and these things over here seem to be all going, but you can already see over here, if we take a look at the chest, that energy science is always the one that's missing a bit. I did take a bit of a look at energy science. It seems that we're mostly missing, like, the basic energy science catalog that's missing, and if we go over here, we can see that all of them are spinning. They're all working. And the only thing I kind of did was just to make sure that things are going to be moving accordingly. So I just added some speed modules to where I thought we need some more speed modules, and I just hope it will be fine. But it should all be somewhat balanced, and things over here seem to be rolling, and the science over here definitely has picked up. Space Elevator has been going on for a bit more. Good, which means we are going back to Novice with the absolute incredible increase of the amount of data storage sticks we make over here. We probably do need to increase a bit of a production more on Novice, and we're going to take this rocket back because this rocket over here is packed. Absolutely packed with cargo rocket sections, packed as well as a couple of other rockets. This is more or less the bleed true rocket. Like everything we don't put into this guy, we put into this guy, and well, we just use him to go back real quick. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Good. So, what will be the plan for today after we hear this rip-roaring loudness over here? Let's just wait for a second for it to go over. There we go. So, what's the plan for today? I guess we are going to be looking at low-density structures. The plastic machine, which we designed like 2 episodes ago, that has been placed down. That is living over here, and this thing over here is working like a charm. It makes quite a bit of plastic if we need to. Actually, we might even want to think about maybe adding a second chemical plant to crack light oil, because we do back up on light oil over here. But then again, I think it's fine. I don't think we need to think too much about it. As long as this thing over here can crack out as much plastic as we need, I think that's good. Perfect. So we got plastic, we got steel, we got the copper. So let's think about how we can supersize our LDS production. And also, let's see what kind of price we have to pay for that. Because just because we supersize something does not mean it will be for free. It will mean that we do need to bring in even more resources. And wait a minute, something is tingling in the back of my mind. Isn't there a second recipe for low density structures? Or am I imagining that? Craft. There's a couple of them, but this is scrapping. Yeah, this one over here. There is one with Aeroframe scaffolds. Oh, and we still need to research that. Wait a minute. We can research that. You know what? Cancel this. Do this. So we could make low density structures cheaper. Well, it's not. Yeah, probably cheaper. We have to compare them. So, 2 recipes we can do. Of course, the classic 10 plastic, 10 copper, 2 steel into 1 LDS. Or, wait, into 1 LDS? Yeah, into 1 LDS. Or 1 plastic into 1 LDS, 1 steel into 1 LDS, a bit of 1 glass into 1 LDS, and 1 aeroframe scaffold into 2 LDS. The scaffold over here is made out of cryonite rods, aeroframe poles, and immersion plate. The plates we already have on the train system, as we do for the cryonite rods. The poles we don't, but the poles we can just make out of beryllium plate, as well as some iron sticks. Sure. 2 options here. I mean, we do need the scaffold as well. If we go back to this and we go to the scaffold also is required for the superior long filter inserter. And we are already making the scaffold, by the way, in the mall. We have set up a section for that over here somewhere, I think. Did I do that? I at least thought about doing that, but did I? Yeah, there we go. It's down here. Yeah, we're already making the scaffold over here in the mall for like all the mall things. And we do have those superior inserters. They're sitting over here. Good. But what else do we need the scaffold for? Except for, of course, construction. Every piece of every building we can make over here, we make in the mall. And if we can make scaffold in the mall for that, that is fine. But for maybe things like the aeroframe bulkhead, where we do need a whole bunch of aeroframe scaffolds, or even, yeah, that's already a good argument. Look at that. Look at that. We're gonna need 30 aeroframe scaffolds for Science Packs 3. We're also gonna need them for the black deep space, or for the deep space belt, and of course for the LDS structure. We're gonna need them for some science, for the construction pylons, for rockets, for solar panels, and a whole bunch of random other stuff. Okay, now we know. So, we should or could, we could make a supersized aeroframe scaffold machine, and then based upon that, we could make an LDS machine. Maybe go with that. Let's go with that. Because making this over here as a dedicated machine is going to be a little bit simpler, especially also on the depth of productivity bonuses, than making like the full build with LDS in between. Good. So sure, let's maybe start off with the scaffolding. You there? What do we need for that? We need this, and we're gonna need yeah, we only need you for the recipe, I guess. We're gonna need that. Put the productivity modules in there. There we go. So, like we know, the cryonite rods and the immersion plates, they come in via train. We do need 1 pole per second. Yeah, we need 1 pole per second, or over here, 16 poles per second. If we do want to make aeroframe poles, we do need 2 plates of beryllium plate and 1 iron stick. 2 per second, 1 per second, and then... Alright. But we make them over here at the rate of 1 per second. Of course, we get productivity bonus on top of that. I'm gonna 1-to-1 these, and the productivity bonus over here is just gonna cause us to have to use less resources to make more of the scaffold. We could, of course, make it so in a way that we need less machines to supply more scaffolding machines, but I don't think I really mind that this machine over here will just be running less effective than this one. Making a super duper maximum high performance machine in this one would require us to have like unlimited access to tier 9 modules. We don't have that. But doing it like this, I think will be fine. We could, of course, assume that we go with a 50% productivity bonus. Let's maybe do that. If we go and assume that we're gonna have a 50% productivity bonus at some point in time, then we could go with a ratio of 3-to-2, and then we meet everything in the middle a little bit, and we work with that. So then we would have a machine right now that is not as efficient as we think right now. But as soon as we get to better productivity modules, it will get more efficient up to like the maximum efficiency point, and after that, it will not go faster, but it will be rerunning cheaper. I think that's a good compromise we can take. Good, so we take 2 of these, and we already know that we want to make it something like this. This is just sketching it out. Good. For you, however, we do need 2 beryllium plates per second, coming in at a rate of 16 items per second. So that is 32 items per second. Each one of these just straight up needs a blue inserter. Blue insert of stuff going in. Let's maybe move stuff around. What we could try to do is do something like this. There we go. Do something like that, and then... Does this still fit if we put down one of those magnificent beacons? It does. Yeah, let's do it like this. There we go. And then you make them at the rate of 1 per second. So we're going to have you, and you. You go in, you go in, and that's the autosave. The autosave is getting more and more bigger, but that's fine. There we go. So that is more or less the plate covered. And actually, if you think about it, we will also need some... Is it iron sticks that we need? Let's have a quick peek. It is iron sticks that we need. Oh, God. Not too much of an issue, but we do have to craft them on site because we're not making a stick train. We definitely do not make a stick train. So we need 1 stick per second, 16 sticks per second. And if we do craft sticks... How fast this is going to be? It's going to be super duper fast. We make 4 sticks per second over here. At a crafting speed of 16, that is 64 sticks per second. How many do you need? 16. Yeah, this is a 1-to-4 ratio. However, if you kind of think about it, if this is a 1-to-4, then we can definitely do something like this or something like that. Let's think about this a bit. Okay, the beryllium low-density structure research is done, but we're going to work on the aeroframe scaffolding first, and then we can continue on working over here. We do also need... Yeah, we're going to make all of that on site, I guess, at some point in time. Good, continue on with the space elevator in the meantime, but we're already getting something together over here. Do we need anything else? We need the cyanide rods coming in via train. We need the... What was the third ingredient again? The immersion plate coming in via train. So this over here is more or less the thing that we're gonna need. And then, of course, again, we go around and think about how can we place a beacon over here in maximum efficiency. We could think of something like this, but I would rather double stack these somehow. Have this one sitting somewhere. Have the beacon over here, and then flip you around, and then we get something like this. Now we're getting somewhere. Let's maybe start pulling this or pushing this as far out as we can. We can move you one over. Yeah, perfect. So now we're at maximum distance over here, and this thing over here can just sit wherever it wants to please. This one is a 1-to-4, now that I think about it, so we do need 2 of these, because, yeah, you can supply these 4, and you can supply these 4. And now we're getting something like a structure already. Good. So if we want to connect everything up over here, we are going to need a couple of things. Yeah, let's start over there. You, and you are also there. There we go. And then we connect up these, and we connect up those, and then we already have something over here. Then, these over here, of course, they are going to need the beryllium plates. The beryllium plates can come down as either a designated belt. We could just make a designated belt. There's nothing wrong with using a designated belt for beryllium plates. Though we do need to think about the inputs over here, though. The inputs and the inputs over here. Ooh. But the inputs over here we could put in, yeah, these will come from the outside in. And these will come from the inside out. Because then we can do something like this. Ah. Yeah, we move you one down, and we move you one down. There we go. And we do something like this. There we go. That will be for you. We do need these 2 again. And then you over there, and you over there. And then you come barreling down. What's different over here? Nothing. I'm just... My eyes are not straight, it seems. There we go. This one over there, this one over there, and then you go all the way down, and then we just completely copy this thing over here, more or less down here. I'm just gonna delete this. There we go. And then place you over there. Good. Well, we don't need this one over there. Actually, we don't need these ones over there. That one we did need. You go over there. And you go over there, and that will be our beryllium input. Here we go. Don't place it. Yeah, that looks fine. Whole bunch of fun inputs going down, barreling down. Good. I'm not quite sure how much iron we need. We could, of course, try to calculate it. I'm just going to connect up a blue belt. Actually, we should calculate it. What do we need? We need 2 iron belts or 2 iron plates per second. Crafting speed 16. That is 32. That is a blue belt. Okay, now we calculated it. Now that is done, we know, yep, we definitely need the blue belt. Good. Put all of that in. Here we go. We do need to flip these. These sometimes automatically flip, they sometimes don't. Yeah, I think that's just a generic issue with these loaders. I'm just happy that we can flip them like in the blueprint. Good. Or in the ghost at least. Perfect. So that is that connected. That is everything done over here. And then the only thing that's missing is, of course, over here, the Aeroframe scaffold. And we need 2 additional inputs coming in from the outside. And then we also need to think of where we're going to be putting in the output. Now, let's have a quick peek at that recipe again. That recipe, of course, is over here. We do need a quarter, 0.25 per second of cryonite rod and immersion plate. That is 4 per second per machine. 4, 8, 16, 24 in total over here. So actually, red belt. 2 of them. 2 red belts of things that go down over here. We will probably increase that belt because I kind of see myself already copying this thing over at least once or twice. But let's start out with red belt. We can always recolor belt later. But we are definitely going to be working, and we're actually going to be working with red belt over here as well. We're probably going to be making it all in red. Main reason, the yellow belt is a little bit too short. That's the only reason. Good. So what we could do over here is the classic red splitter. And then in, and then you do this. And then we do the same thing again for the other product. There we go. And not only that, we are also going to... How much are we going to be pushing out? I mean, we push in quite a bit, but how much do we actually push out? We make 1 every 4, so we push it out at the same rate. So 4 per second is going out, of course, with the productivity bonus on top of that, 32%. That is going to be... That is 1.3 on top of that. So 5.3 is coming out, give or take a little. Or if we just fully calculate everything, 4, 8, 16, 24, plus a third on top of that is another 8. So 32 is coming out in total. We're still going to be using red belt for this. Yeah, well, then we could do something like this. And then we combine them up over here. And then we just need to find ourselves an output belt. Maybe something like this. There we go. I'm doing it like this because why not? And actually, for this one, we actually don't need that. Good. So copy this over. You get 1, and you get 1. Here we go. This one over there will then be one of these, and one of those. And then we just pull it all together, and that will be our mainline output. Mainline input will be then coming from over here. Let's maybe make it over here. So we got 1 over there, and we got 1 over there. We can split it off over here. We can split it off over there. And then keep it moving, You go down, and then you go into there, and you go down, and you go into there. And then you go up, and you go up. And then we still need to split it over here, for over there, and for over there. Something is different. One moment, please. I was a little bit confused there. There we go, because it will be like this, and it will be like that. There we go. I was looking at it and was like, hey, wait a minute, those numbers don't add up. Good. Yeah, that is actually the fully functional build. Can we flip this one? Oh, we can flip this one. There we go. There we go. What is this? We don't need you. We don't need you. Good. So that is a partial scaffold build. And looking at this, yeah, we are definitely going to double this one down. Place another one right over here. That's the same distance. Only thing we have to check up if the beacon collides. The beacon does not collide. And then the only issue we're going to have is the beryllium belts over here. Because actually, no, we don't. No, we don't. We don't have an issue over here. We could just take the whole thing over here in the middle and turn it all around to the other way. Basically the same way as we did with the copper production. And that's something we probably then have to work on right after. And that's going to be a little bit annoying to do. But, well, we're going to have to bite one bullet. Also, what the hell happened over here? Wait a minute. Oh, did I just paint over these? I did just paint over these, didn't I? Yeah, I did. And there we go. There we go. Good. But we will then probably have to increase the beryllium. I'm just going to take this whole thing out in the middle of there. The beryllium production in general, which does mean, well, supersizing that as well, making sure that that is running at a smooth, well, however much we want it to go. So increasing the beryllium production is definitely something we have to take a look at. But with more, that might even be the first thing we might want to use the space elevator for. I mean, this thing we're going to be building over here, this is more or less just future-proofing us for like future production of low density scaffolding. No, aeroframe scaffolding. There we go. But let's have a look. We can take a look at LAF, I think it is. Yes, LAF is where we get our beryllium from. That is the nice little Twitch planet over here. And we can already see that, well, beryllium over here is very much backed up. We do have the issue of the train, kind of the rocket missing over here. So if we want to get more beryllium in, we probably have to take a look at why nothing is coming over here. But what I'm kind of thinking of is plonk down a nice space elevator over here. Train just goes boop into the space elevator. We go into orbit. From over there, we load the train into a spaceship. Spaceship flies over to Novice. Train goes back down on Novice and just dumps it wherever we need to. We should still work mostly, or try to work mostly, with the crush stuff. Put the crush stuff on the train. Because it's really not worth to put all the ore. Actually, is it worth putting the ore? How much does the ore stack? If the ore stacks up to 50, we put the ore on the thingamajig, on the, what's it called again? On the train. If the ore does not stack up to 50, then we don't do that. Okay. Or is there beryllium ore in here? Core fragment beryllium craft. No, usage. There we go. Beryllium. It stacks up to 50. So yeah, we should just put it into a train, and then we can do all this processing over here on novice, because we don't need to do it over here. If it does not really stack, fine. For example, we do have issues if we take a look at things like iridium. Only stacks up to 10. Vitamelang only stacks up to 20. Holminite 20. Beryllium at least 50. Even Immersite 50. We can put that on a train, but everything that does not stack up to 50, we probably process so that we can move it around in something that stacks up to something higher. And most of these processing steps over here are pretty straightforward. For example, the crushed immersite is literally just crush it down, get the sand out, and then we need to process less stuff. If we take a look at the cryonite, same thing, crush it down, get the sand out, suddenly it stacks better, and we can just make a machine for that outside there somewhere. Good. So, let's finish this thing up. There we go. You're gonna have an input over there, you're gonna have an input over there, you're gonna have an input over there, and this time around, I'm not gonna accidentally paint over my red belt over there. Good. So you're gonna have an input over there, you get one over there. Good. But supersizing beryllium, I'm very much looking forward to that. I also kind of noticed why it didn't happen over here, because this one is off by 1. That's fine. And then the only other thing we need to do is make sure that we have an input over here and an input over there for more iron coming from over here still. Dang, I painted over that. There we go. We don't need these. Yeah, we don't need those. Good. And then the only thing we need to solve over here, and this is then where we probably are going to be increasing belt speeds over here. Yeah, you go into there. You go in over there. You go over there. Wait a minute. What? How did this happen? Wait a minute. Oh. What? Yes. Here we go. That's much better. Now it's even. I'm not quite sure what we did over here or why we did it. We must have been drunk or something like that. There we go. Yeah, I'm gonna fix it on the other side also real quick. Where is that? Yeah, you need to be higher one. You are correct heightness. Don't place it. There we go. Good. And then same thing over here. You and you. And then you need to be one higher. There we go. And get rid of this one. There we go. Good. And then what did we say? It was 32 in total per rack. Now it's 64. That is definitely purple belt coming down. Absolutely purple belt. So purple. Wait. Purple. There we go. You know what? We're just gonna mainline the purple belt over here, all the way over there. This will just be purple, and then we don't need to worry about it. Here we go, and then come on, say faster. Thank you. Here we go. Just make it purple. And actually, you can say red. And then we don't need to worry about that. And then we are definitely going at a decent speed. All right, let's copy this thing over. You. Let's delete you. Goodbye. Flip it. Rotate it. Put it in. We're done. Good. And all of this just stays blue. And just goes dabba-dee-dabba-die. So what do we need? We need 2 input stations of beryllium. We need 1 input station of immersite. Immersite plates, 1 input station of cryonite rods, and 1 output station of our scaffolding. And with that, we can then also make a thing that makes, well, not aeroframe bulkheads, but those also require a whole bunch of LDS, but the thing that makes LDS out of a bit of plastic, a bit of glass, a bit of steel. And does this thing then don't eat copper anymore? The whole copper price is just out of the window. Lovely. I don't mind that. Good. Final touches. The final touches are going to be, well, put in some power in some sensible places, like one over there, one over there. Actually, let's use these middle parts over here. I like these. And then one over there, one over there, one over there, one over there. Then, of course, they don't really connect up, but can we place maybe one over there and one over there? Good. Everything has power. And then, very important, put some lamps in. Wait a minute. No, that's going correct. It looks so very wrong, but it is going very correct. There we go. Yeah, how about... Yeah, we just put some lamps over here in these gaps. That should be bright enough. That should give us enough of a bright idea. There we go. That should be fine. And actually, you know what? Yeah, you also get some lamps. Everybody gets a lamp. Here we go. Here we go. That should be bright enough. And then other side, you get one. You get one. This one. That one. This one. That one. And that should be enough. Good. Rubber ports we don't really need. We just build out of a pocket because our pocket bots are strong enough and our jetpack is fast enough. One more thing we probably need to do, and I'm going to do that afterwards right away, is make ourselves... Actually, we could maybe quickly do that right now. Make ourselves a better thruster suit. Because we do have the Mark II suit over here, and we completely have been ignoring it. Where is that thing? Here we go, here we go, here we go. It's down there. Here, give me the Mark II suit. And then, yeah, we got all the space. We got all of this space. Let's do this real quick. Turn off this. Drop that. Get your suit back out. This is gonna hurt. Ah! And then drop this thing in. Yeah, drop all of it in. Well, that looks somewhat orderly. And look how much space we still have left. We just completely put everything over from the old suit into the new suit. And we still got this much space left. Good. I'll be thinking of what we can put in there, but I'm pretty sure we're going to be putting in more jetpacks. Can we actually make the better jetpack already? Oh, we can. Oh, yes, I'm going to have some fun with that. What I will come up with, you will see in the next episode. So, if you do like what you see, please do leave a like, a follow, a comment, a subscription. Every one of those actions does help me out in growing this channel to something bloody amazing. You can also find me on twitch.tv/botviking, where I do even more Factorio. Currently, we're playing some Pyanodons over there. And we also do some Darkest Dungeon every Friday, every now and then. And without further ado, I wish you all an amazing evening. And until next time, see you around!